On your marks.
The women's 200 meters round 1, Heat 2 at the FISU World University Games delivered a performance that immediately stood out, not just for the result, but for the authority with which it was achieved. Italy's Dalia Kaddari entered the race as one of the clear favorites, and from the very first meters, she made her intentions unmistakably clear. Running out of lane 3, Kaddari demonstrated a clean and controlled start. While she is not known as the most explosive starter in the field, her reaction time was sharp, and more importantly, her transition phase into the curve was exceptionally smooth. This is where the race truly began to take shape. As the athletes leaned into the bend, Kaddari's stride frequency and efficiency allowed her to gradually build momentum without overexerting. What separates elite 200m runners from the rest is how they handle the curve, and Kaddari executed this phase with near-perfect mechanics. Her posture remained upright, her arms compact, and her cadence consistent. By the midpoint of the curve, she had already begun to close the stagger on the athletes outside her, signaling that she was in complete control of the race dynamics. Behind her, South Africa's Anastasia Luchandra-George also showed a strong run, particularly in the early stages. Her acceleration phase was aggressive, and she managed to hold her form well through the bend. However, the difference between the two athletes became evident as they approached the transition into the home straight. Coming off the curve, Kaddari shifted gears. This is often the most decisive moment in a 200m race, and she executed it with precision. Instead of a sudden burst, she applied a progressive acceleration, maintaining relaxation in her upper body while increasing stride length. This allowed her to separate from the field without any visible strain. In the final 80 meters, Kaddari's race management was particularly impressive. Rather than tightening up under pressure or fatigue, she maintained her form and rhythm. Her head remained steady, her shoulders relaxed, and her knee lift consistent. This level of composure suggests not only physical readiness, but also a high degree of race intelligence. She crossed the line in 23.36 seconds, a time that reflects both efficiency and control rather than an all-out effort. It's important to note that this was a preliminary round, and Kaddari clearly ran within herself, conserving energy for the later stages of the competition. That ability to dominate a heat without reaching maximum intensity is often a hallmark of athletes capable of contending for medals. Anastasia Luchandra-George secured second place with a time of 23.94, a respectable performance that should be sufficient for progression depending on qualification rules. While she lacked the finishing strength of Kaddari, her early speed and competitiveness indicate that she remains a strong contender moving forward. Overall, this heat was less about competition and more about statement. Dalia Kaddari didn't just win. She controlled every phase of the race, from the start to the finish, showcasing technical precision, tactical awareness, and composure under race conditions. If this performance is any indication, she is not only aiming for qualification, but positioning herself as one of the leading contenders for gold. The real question now is not whether she can advance, but how much faster she is capable of running when the stakes are at their highest.